I can enjoy it. All right.
Why did I move here? I guess it was the weather.
So the first scene, it shows like the beach. Now, honestly,
Oh, you started it.
yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna skip through it and then I can talk about the scenes. Okay? Shouldn't be too hard. So the first scene, it shows the beach. That almost looks like Vice City to me.
Yeah, that's what I thought too first. And I saw a naked man.
You saw a naked man?
Yeah.
When'd you see
You know
the
the guy
naked man?
running?
He was naked.
If you use your imagination.
Oh, okay. well, the next scene where the guy's running is obviously San Andreas. The city behind it. This is the boardwalk to the beach. I do remember this. This is clearly San Andreas. All that San Andreas too. Let's see.
Look at those women too.
Now, okay, the golf course scene. This kind of like stuck out to me a little bit because there wasn't really a golf course in San Andreas that I remember.
Well, there probably was. You just don't remember.
I do remember one, but it was really tucked away and it was really small. This looks like it's like right on the outskirts of the city.
This is called graphical updates, bro.
Shut up, Donuts. That right there reminds me of Vice City because in Vice City there was a golf course.
What reminded me of Vice City was actually the city. That tower right there, that circly one.
Yeah.
That one, that really tall one that you see the guy like shooting at, basically.
Yeah.
There was one like that in like Vice City, and I flew my tank into it.
So maybe this will be.
There's a blimp. I didn't know this. There's a blimp.
Where? What time?
18 seconds. Right hand corner. I might be able to find blimps.
Oh, I do see it. Oh, snap. So we've got a blimp, guys. This is something that Donut just picked up on.
Blimps.
We got blimps.
Yeah.
So a new possible flying vehicle. Of course, we have the caddy. Also a new drivable vehicle.
Fucking
Golf
tree.
club's probably going to be a weapon.
Trees are new too. There wasn't a lot of those in San Andreas.
There really wasn't a lot. There really wasn't a lot of trees in Grand Theft Auto. I'll give you that.
I wanted to retire.
Okay. So next scene, we got the jet ski.
I like jet skis. That
Jet
mount
skis, that's
really-
brand new to Grand Theft Auto. Never was in there before. Now the mountain scene kind of stuck out to me a little bit too.
That's like where you ride the bike and do that bike race.
That's what I was thinking at first, but does it really look like that to you?
well,
that
I think
mountain
it's
looks
just
a lot
been
bigger.
graphically updated to look
I'm
bazillion
saying
times better.
what I think's gonna happen is this mountain looks a lot bigger than the one from San Andreas. The one from San Andreas was not really that big.
But
So maybe they've
this is
extended the
also
terrain a little
10
bit.
years in the future. Or
I know it's
whatever.
also 10 years in the future, whatever. But I'm saying that this might also present a new type of terrain. This might be a bigger part of the game. It's this mountain area. It might,
How pretty.
skydiving and whatnot. So that's gonna be fun.
Skydiving.
We got this convertible here.
That's awesome.
So obviously we're gonna have some sort of features where cars are gonna be able to do different stuff. Like the convertibles in the top are gonna come down and.
Oh yeah, that woman in front of the car, she's naked if you use your imagination.
Yeah, all women in front of the cars are imaginated naked. Pause at the windmill scene. I don't remember windmills being in San Andreas, so
This is 10 years in the future. Green.
yeah. So
Energy.
we're all green in the future.
Looks pretty.
It does look pretty. So this also this almost looks like a deserty or maybe like a country terrain, kind of like the country outbacks in San
I
Andreas.
like the desert place. Maybe it's a desert place with more vegetation.
Yeah, it might either be the desert place, which was the third island, or it might be the second island, which was more the country outback area.
So, I bought a big house.
Now the house with the scene with the houses. I think that area is specifically located near the Vinewood sign. If you remember in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, where you parachuted from either a helicopter and landed in you landed on top of the roofs and you went in and killed a whole bunch of people. So, and also the houses look like you can go in them like Playboy's crib. You could enter in Grand Theft Auto 4. In Grand Theft Auto 4, you could enter Playboy's crib and go in and explore and look around. So that kind of reminds me of that. And so maybe there'll be a little bit more in-depth to houses.
I have nothing to say about the house.
And Las Puerto workout scene.
Muscle building.
This muscle building scene, at first I was like, okay, it looks exactly like the area from San Andreas. And it kind of does, because there was a little area where you could build muscle in San Andreas. And in the background, it looks like you can see the boardwalk where the fair was. You could drive out there and kill people. Did that all the time.
Wow, you kill people in Grand Theft Auto? Holy
Yeah,
really?
every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's about all I see interesting in
I'm
this
just a
scene.
big part in that game.
Be a dad like all the other.
I help people cross the street.
This scene doesn't really stick out to me too much with the guy front at the
Well,
other
it sticks
guy.
out to me.
Dads.
What does it stick out about, Donut?
That person right there is selling drugs.
The guy in the white t-shirt?
Yes.
And he might be. Who knows?
There's
But
also an ATM sign.
there is an ATM sign. That's
He's
fantastic.
getting ready to rob him.
No. But it does look like the characters, when you get up and close and personal, you see a lot of character overhaul in the clothes are much more detailed and...
That crane.
Huh?
My kids.
Oh, the crane.
Would be like the kids.
Yeah. It obviously looks like there's some new buildings going up, but back in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, there was some construction going on in the middle of that game. But you'd expect them to be done by now, right? So I'm just gonna continue playing along. Yeah. This next picture you can see standing behind this guy looks like some sort of boss or main character. Probably get to either kill him or play him, but I really wouldn't expect to play. I really wouldn't expect to play an old. Yeah, shut up. I wouldn't really expect to play as an old grumpy business guy. So
I hope we do.
I honestly don't think so. Usually, Grand Theft Auto's main characters are minorities or they're young. I think Nico was kind of like an exception to that rule, where he was, kind of.
He's Russian.
He was Russian. He was kind of old.
He's Russian.
I wouldn't expect to play as some sort of old guy because that just doesn't follow the Grand Theft Auto style.
Fall, sit in the sun.
Crop dusters.
You know how it is.
I remember exactly. This is on top of the mountain, right across. Well, I guess on top of the airport, in a way.
Yeah.
Mountain.
So you remember this place,
Yeah, I remember this place exactly.
right? So the crop dusters are back, which means the birth of airplanes again. Can't wait for that in Grand Theft Auto.
Fucking airplanes.
Fucking airplanes. And it looks like the crop dust. You're gonna actually. I remember, if I'm right, you could kill people back in San Andreas while using the smoke from the crop duster. You also had another plane that was a stunt plane, and it shot red smoke.
It was awesome.
That was cool. Suppressors.
Guns.
Well, of
Guns in
course,
Grand Theft Auto, everyone.
Guns.
Biggest deal breaker right here.
Right here. Looks like hazmat suits and masks might be a wearable thing. You got suppressors, obviously, on your AK-47s. That might be cool. I wonder if those are fully workable, as in...
No, I think if they're using gas masks like that, maybe there's like tear gas and stuff you can
And
shoot.
yeah, maybe there is. There's probably either tear gas or smoke. So that'll be interesting to see too. And we can't really see anything else. Have no idea what they were breaking into.
Probably
But,
a bank.
Yeah, most likely.
There's people underneath the bridge. They're trolls. There's
Right.
someone selling a house. Hookers. A poor
I
guy.
I haven't gotten that far yet.
I know, I'm just telling you.
Okay, so we got a whole bunch of people underneath this bridge, which means that I guess I just have a feel like citizens are going to play more of a role in the game. If Grand Theft Auto,
Uprising.
yeah, Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas, and Grand Theft Auto GTA 4, and all that stuff like that, there wasn't a lot of people walking on the streets. I mean, there was a handful of people, but it was never like a
GTA
crowd
4?
of people. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 4, there was never like, I mean, there wasn't like a sea of people all the time. There's a handful of people, but I mean, there was never more than 10 at the screen at one time.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I saw a lot of people.
But it seems like this viewing distance is pretty good, and you can see a lot of cars in play, and obviously poverty has stricken San Andreas and Los Santos, if you see on the sign. So the Los Santos gang is probably going to be back in play there. For sale, seems like they're going to bring back the selling and buying of property in Grand Theft Auto like they did in San Andreas. So I remember you could own like several homes. Oh, look, bikes, Donut, see it? Bike!
Yeah.
They have bikes back in there. So maybe you can ride bikes. That'd be cool. I miss riding bikes.
I'll be sure.
Hookers, not a big deal. Audi R8. Homeless
Oil.
guy. Need money for beer and all that stuff. Homeless guys have always been in Grand Theft Auto. More homeless people making like little shacks. Airplane, obviously, big part. in,
Airplanes equals Grand Theft Auto is better than anything else again.
This was Donut's like favorite aspect about Grand Theft Auto.
Airplanes.
And we are looking forward to co-op or multiplayer to dick around with airplanes so bad it like almost hurts us. I can't tell. That doesn't really look like the Hydra.
No, it is. It looks like an FA-18, a Hornet.
Yeah, it looks more like a Hornet. Not really. The Hydra was cool though. I'd like to see that
No,
back.
no, no. I want the Hydra is a terrible.
I like that. That airplane was fun. I'd like to see the
I'm
A-10
looking
though.
at reality. Okay. It's a
Okay.
terrible airplane in real life.
Excuse me, professional flyer man. So some guys getting kicked out of bars. I guess bars are going to play a big part in the game, kind of like the Ballad of Gay Tony. Bars and clubs kind of became a lot more hip. Means you probably go out and get drunk with your friends again.
Can dance and get laid in the
Oil rigs don't
bathroom
really
again.
care. You can also see the blimp in the background again.
I think Brute. I could have swore Brute was something in San Andreas. I forget what though.
Probably like a trucking company or something like that.
I don't know. I could have swore it was something. I played a
Might-
big part. I just can't remember.
It might be big and important. We'll see how that plays out. But obviously, to put their logo on that, they might have something to do with that. Looks like the city life is really big and popular now.
What I know, it looks like they have like older police cars,
Yeah, those look like the old
like Cadillacs.
Yeah. Oh, okay, this scene kind of gets me a little bit because everyone's so used to like running stoplights in Grand Theft Auto and getting shot in the back 15 times. So maybe the police will be a little bit more apprehensive when they come to chase you, and they won't shoot you on sight for just stealing some cash.
Oh,
You got some
that's a
helicopters.
faggot right there.
Yeah, don't pay any
What?
attention to him. Then we got the fire looked really good in this scene specifically.
It looks exactly the same from GTA 4. I think that's me though.
I think it looks a little bit better. Maybe hopefully it'll spread like it did in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. That stuff spread like wildfire. And in the final scene, you get to see the private jet flying over the Vinewood sign, and that's what really gave away the whole San Andreas. The tool, and there's the blimp again behind the private jet, which will also.
We didn't notice the blimp the first time we watched.
Yeah, we didn't notice the blimp at all because like we were too busy focusing on jets. But now it seems
You can
to be
tell
a big
that was
part.
definitely the main sell point though. They showed flying
Yeah.
as a big thing again, which is
So,
good. which
a lot of
neat.
people were complaining in the forums since like day one of Grand Theft Auto 4 that you could not
I
fly
think Grand Theft
airplanes.
Auto 4 is. I wouldn't say it was the worst, but it was. Took a lot of the fun out of Grand Theft Auto. It was too serious.
Yeah, it was too serious. And obviously you're going to be some sort of course Grand Theft Auto 5 seems like it's going to be really heavy into the money because the logo itself looks like it's ripped off of money. Like the 5 part.
So that V
Mhm.
is exactly what used to be on a $5 bill back in a long time ago.
So maybe Grand Theft Auto is going to focus more on money than family and friends and whatnot. So I think Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to be about getting to the top from the bottom, and that's personally what I think. Don't it have?
I don't know. I don't know. I think it sounds like the guy is trying to get out of some kind of drug business or something, or killing business.
But
He's
it's
already
definitely going to
rich.
be. You
But
think it's
then he
gonna-
gets dragged back into it.
Right. Okay. So any final words on that?
Airplanes.
Airplanes.
That's all I have to say.
I'm excited about airplanes as much as you are, Donut.
I'm hoping
so.
there's tanks and like Apaches again and everything.
The tanks, the helicopters, what is that one airplane that you wanted to see come back? The
The Mustang.
It's called something else. It's called
In
like
the
a
game? Actually,
yeah.
in the game, I'm pretty sure it was actually called the Mustang.
I
That's
coulda
all
swore
it was called.
Yeah, it might have been called the Mustang. I could have swore it was called something. The airliner, you'd like to see the 747.
Oh
come
yes,
back.
I would love to see the huge airline.
That would be so freaking cool. I can't really think about anything else that I'd
I wonder
like
if there's
to.
gonna be horseshoes to collect again.
Oh, I remember there was horseshoes. There was the clams underneath the water. There was photo spots. Of course, there was the secret packages, I think, too.
I don't know if there's secret.
There's 4 or 5 different collectibles throughout the whole game.
I just
Wasn't
remember.
there
really
also
I thought there was just different color horseshoes, like gold, silver.
There's also
well, there was
spray
also the
paints.
rings for the flying things, wasn't
Yeah,
there?
there's rings for the flying things, and there's also sprays for spray painting on the wall.
I hope the jetpack's back.
Oh, that would be really cool to see. That would be super cool
I
to
honestly
see.
don't think we're gonna see it. That's me though.
Because I think if Grand Theft Auto is more focusing on realism nowadays,
It seems like it's going back to its roots of being fun, but it seems at the same time they want
they're
realism.
they're gonna find a median in between realism and this is just not even realistic at all.
Which I'm fine as long as they put airplanes back. I'm okay.
Some guy coming from Grove Street, some poor gangbanger, rises up and steals the jetpack from the military. I just don't see that happening.
Yeah.
Or do you
I'm
remember
hoping the military base is there again. That was fun.
Yeah, that was also cool. Remember the SAM turrets if you flew around it?
Yeah.
That was annoying.
And you get like instant 5 stars, and you get to have airplane wars.
Yeah, everyone would come on
I
out.
wonder, the aircraft carrier might be there still too.
Aircraft carrier?
Yeah, remember it was next to the airport, and that's where the Harriers were.
Yeah, you could go on it, but you couldn't drive or anything like that.
No, you're gonna drive it, but that's where you got like the jets from.
Yeah. Wait, was that the only place you could get the Harriers from?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, I always used to use cheats for that shit.
Yeah, but that's where you got it legitly.
Man, bringing up some old memories.
But anything else in that game? I can't remember.
I can't think of anything else that we.
Monster truck. I don't know
Yeah.
if that'll be in there.
I remember you could turn on 4-wheel drive or turn it off. I thought that was cool. I thought that was so
Hopefully
cool.
there's like nitrous and everything again too for cars.
Nitrous, hydraulics. I want to see car customizations come back. I want to see such as rims, and the paint job. You could always choose your own paint job. And there was like 3 different places where you could customize cars. There was like the street
I think
racers.
there's one where you can change your body kit too.
Yeah, you could choose the street racers area where you could specifically only do specific cars that followed like a certain guideline of street racer, like the Sultan RS and shit like that. And then there was like a lowrider garage, and then there was your everyday whatever car you want to bring in garage.
I wonder if they're gonna have like all the fun weapons, like the big purple dildo that was in the police station's bathroom.
Yeah, or the there was actually a one in there. I think the chainsaw dildo. If you went to like the porno store, but you could never use it. It was just hanging up on the wall.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to see the chainsaw come back. That gun was fun. The chainsaw and the flamethrower,
gun,
and maybe
but
even
okay.
the chainsaw, the flamethrower, and the
Oh, I
minigun.
will be playing the computer. I'm sure there'll be a mod that shoots chainsaws.
That shoots chainsaws, huh?
We'll make one or somehow. I don't know. We'll make
Right.
it somehow.
Yeah,
I'll just.
Oh,
put
if you
a bunch
remember, Rockta has gone through his Java class. He might be able to make one now.
Oh, shut up right now.
You could write coding.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Rock's gonna be our new modder.
Someone
So
has
all
trouble
of
turning on his
YouTube
computer.
all of YouTube should be aware we have a new modder coming in.
Yeah, he has trouble turning on his computer, and other things. But yeah,
Well, that's our 2 cents on the Grand Theft Auto trailer. Infectious, you have anything to put in?
airplanes.
I'd like to
Airplane.
know what they're doing with the multiplayer this time around. I mean,
I assume they're gonna have co-op again. I mean,
yeah, I mean the co-op I would definitely like to see because that would have just made San Andreas that much more enjoyable to play.
well, actually, I hope they actually have co-op for the story.
Yeah.
That would be nice to see as well. I mean, they're really gonna have to do something because like with Saints Row coming in as well, I think they're gonna have to like kind of up their game with what they're doing on this.
I would be lying. I'm not looking forward to Saints Row at all. I just
Well,
love
you also
the
didn't like
franchise.
you also didn't like Saints Row. Like for me and Bazooka, Saints Row was a really good game.
It was fun. I like messing around, and I like the overtopness of Saints Row, and I think that's why I like it. 'Cause you
Yeah, I
can
mean
run
they
around and
kept the
just-
fun in the games for the Saints Row, which was enjoyable.
Grand Theft Auto
um,
went down a too serious path.
I'd like to know what they're doing for like the actual like fighting in GTA though, because I mean they had like the gang wars and like the was it GTA 4? They had some kind of thing like that.
San Andreas, you had to fight for territories.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about for online play for GTA 4. They had some kind of gang war. I remember doing it when the game first came out.
I mean, there was like a lot of things for multiplayer. There's like cops and robbers. And
Yeah, I mean they didn't really make it too appealing though. I'd like to see them make
the
do something
multiplayer
with
is
that.
never the appealing thing about it.
I know, but I'd like to see them do something with that because like games are kind of heading in that direction.
Most games have co-op nowadays.
Well, the thing with Grand Theft Auto is it's such a large area.
Yeah.
It is. What I think would be really cool to see is that yeah, I just lost my train of thought.
Yeah, because you're fat.
I can't help it.
But other than that, that's all I have to say. I'd like to see some like more.
I want
co-op.
tanks.
I like
and
the story. I like the story to be serious. You know, bring all the seriousness to the storyline of the game, but make everything else goofy, retarded, and hilarious.
Yeah,
I honestly
and,
wouldn't mind if they take out some of the funny things for the story and put it in multiplayer.
Like what?
Like, I don't know, say a monster truck's on the story, but it's over here at the farm in multiplayer.
or like
Right.
have multiplayer specific like missions.
I'm just saying, like free-for-all? I mean, in GTA 4, there was like helicopters at the helipad, but in the story, there was like transport helicopters.
Yeah.
They can switch it around like that, but instead of that,
Satchel charges. Satchel charges were the shit.
yeah, they just need to just either.
Oh, another thing I would like is if the helicopters didn't move 6 million times faster than the car, so Dawn couldn't kill us.
Yeah, that's pretty iffy right there.
Well, there's gonna be airplanes now, bro. There's gonna be missiles and airplanes hitting.
I don't give a fuck. Buildings are gonna like stop you somewhat.
I'm actually
hopefully.
so terrified at the thought of Donut flying airplanes around the city and shooting at us with locked
I don't know. I
missiles.
I mean, when I was in my prime, I was pretty fucking good at flying that helicopter.
Oh my god, I didn't want to think about that.
But eventually I stopped playing and it just became terrible.
That's because we use the tugboat for everything.
Yeah, we did fly in the tugboat.
Donut.
Oh, that's another thing I'd like to say. The tugboat come back.
You'd like to see the tugboat come back?
Yeah, that's my biggest
I'd like there
worry
to be
right
a
now.
really big ship to drive. I think that'd be really cool. Like
Maybe
a
the
really big
aircraft
boat.
carrier.
Yeah, like the aircraft carrier. I hope they make that drivable.
My biggest worry is seeing the tugboat come back. If they don't have the tugboat, I might not buy it.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
I already said if they didn't have airplanes for this, I wasn't gonna buy it, but they proved me wrong, so I'm gonna buy it now.
So,
Yeah.
plan to see some videos from us whenever it comes out, which will come out
lot.
in a year. It'll come out in a year.
God.
We're gonna goof around and you know, it'd be really cool if they did some sort of like Just Cause 2 shit where we could fly on the wings of the plane.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Or give us a grappling hook.
Yeah, just go all out and just copyright the grappling hook.
Just cause 2 would have been the best game of multiplayer. Oh, anywho.
Well, anyway, that's our 2 cents on the trailer.